What's up YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video we are talking about ice hockey versus Blades of Steel on the NES. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so with my name being Retro Video Game Pickups, I figured let's talk about a retro game. And I wanted to talk about two from the NES that are really good, really awesome games to play, but I think they're good going head to head to decide which one is better. So at the end of this video, I will come together after talking about ice hockey, after talking about Blades of Steel, and I will discuss what I think is better and why that is. Now, we have two great games here, and the NES is a console that is just loved, and I love to play it. And so I thought I wanted to do something different, so I wanted to talk about two games at once to see how they stack up against each other and see what that works for them. Now, I'm gonna call this game, this video, the NES Challenge, just because you guys know the NES Challenge set and all that stuff. But I'm going to take a deep dive into both of these games. You're going to see me playing it, you're going to see me talking about it, and we're just going to have fun. So I'm going to set Blades of Steel aside, and we are going to talk about ice hockey. Now, I will be 100% honest, and I did not play ice hockey as much when I was younger as I did Blades of Steel. So just to get that out there is I'm probably a little biased, and there's going to be some bias in here, but I'm going to put that away until we get to the very end. Now, ice hockey is a very simple hockey game. On the NES, there is no branding. All there is the Nintendo logo on the ice. Now, when you boot it up, all you are prompted is one or two player, and if you select first player or one player, you are then put into a screen where it shows you what teams you can pick for. You can pick from about 6 teams, and then you can pick skill level, and then you can pick how long it is. And that's really all you get. You get thrown right into the game, and you play the game of hockey. Now, if you like pixel games and you like pixel art, like 8-bit games like this is one that looks really good for what it is. Now, it's got an interesting take on it because before the game actually starts, it actually lets you pick what size of players and what kind of players, basically, you want to have on your team. You can have those big guys who can check. You can have those small, fast, skinny guys that will go and score real quick, and you can have someone in the middle. Now, there is give and take from that. If you get the big guys, they're slower, but they hit hard, and they usually knock the person off the puck. If you get the skinny guys, they're fast, but they get bounced off the big guys very easily, and it's just all over. But if you kind of play your team right, you can have a big guy, a small guy, and then maybe 2 middle guys, and that usually tends to work out for me the way I play it. And honestly, it's a hockey game. You just drop the puck, you play, and that's about it. There's nothing crazy in it, but it's a lot of fun. Now, I will say that the music is kind of drab. There's not really anything going on there. And honestly, I probably should have played this second, but I'm not going to complain, to be honest. This was still a fun game. Your players are more what you would expect, like cartoony kind of pixel art. You wouldn't expect it to be just like look like a person playing hockey. Expect more of the cartoony look to it at that aspect. The head is bigger than the body. Actually, the head is probably about the same size as the body, so it's a fun game. Now, when you play it, it's cool. I like how you can pass it around, shoot and score and all that stuff. Whenever they score, they go to the middle, they celebrate. During intermissions, the Zamboni comes by and cleans the ice. I like that cartoon kind of animation there. That is something that's really cool, and I think it's something that is missing in other hockey games. Blades of Steel, not blaming anybody, but I really did enjoy this. So now that we've talked about that a little bit, let's talk about Blades of Steel. Now, Blades of Steel is a game that I've played forever. This was actually the first hockey game that I played. I remember playing it, and I love it to this day still. Now, not to knock the ice hockey game we just talked about, but this actually has a killer theme song. The music on this game is awesome, and I think that is why I like this game. I can get that stuck in my head, and I just cannot get it out, and that happens. Now, when I play this game, it does have a little bit different modes. Now, whenever you're first prompted, you get either exhibition or tournament. Obviously, exhibition is just a one game, and then a tournament, you have to win certain games to win the cup and blah blah blah, all that stuff. Now, if you win the tournament, all throughout you get like a newspaper that's pretty cool. I think that's a little bit of something that we saw in this game, the animation of the newspaper and all that. I just love that. But if you go ahead and pick your teams, there's about 8 to pick from. And there's also skill levels, and there are 3 of those, basically easy, medium, and hard, and then you're thrown into the game. Now, this game is fun. I feel like this game is a little bit more arcadey, and I say that because of some of the things that happen. So whenever you're playing it, your person actually looks more normal as a hockey player than ice hockey, but that's okay. But when you're playing it, you can bump into people and you can like punch them, and then if they both kind of get into a scuffle, then it takes you to a fighting, like it takes you like into another like a 2D where you're watching it. It's really cool. If you've never seen it, it's something that was really cool when I was a kid. You could fight in this game, and that was something that I don't believe you could do in any other game before that. So when I got this and you were able to fight, it was pretty cool to me. Now, I will say this game, the color scheme is not that great, honestly. It's kind of drab, and that's just me saying that from being able to play some of the NES games that are just so colorful and they look awesome. I feel like this game could have done better if it was in like a brighter color, or maybe the color palette stuck out a little bit more, but that's just me nitpicking. Now, the cool thing about this game is Konami, who actually made the game, did something awesome. During the 2nd to 3rd intermission, you can actually play a little bit of a shooter, and then they give you a few games that are coming out, or maybe it's just more of an advertisement for Konami. So that I thought was genius, and it's always cool. You go into it, you can play it, and it's just a lot of fun. So I think Blades of Steel is a great game. It's a fun game to play. Okay, so now here's what you're for. These 2 games, you're only getting one of them, and you gotta pick. What is the game that you want to play? Now, you've got ice hockey that looks a little bit better with the color palette. It may play a little bit better depending on your feel, but Blades of Steel could feel better for you. I know for me, Blades of Steel feels better controlling, but Blades of Steel has fighting and it has that theme song. So you gotta give and take, and I think here is down to the wire. And here's where my bias comes through. I gotta go with Blades of Steel. Now, I want to know what you think. Comment down below and let me know, Blades of Steel or ice hockey on the NES. Now, this is something that I thought about, and I thought, I love Blades of Steel. Ice hockey is a ton of fun to play on the NES. Why don't I put them together? Let's review both of them very quickly, sit down and play them and have some fun, but then also compare them and show what is better in one game and not in the other. And I feel like this is a good video for you. If you're looking for cheap video games, those 2 right there, if you are a hockey fan or you like to play hockey games on the NES and you're looking for an NES game, I think those are definitely ones you should get. Now, if it was me and I had $20 and I didn't want to choose between one, I'd just pick them both up. Now, they both have things that they could work on. Obviously, they can't now, but they could have done better with, whether it's the noise from the game and ice hockey with the music and the crowd and all that, or kind of the color palette of Blades of Steel. I think these games are good games. being from 25 plus years ago. Actually, it's probably closer to 30. And I just think this is an awesome game. These are both games that are awesome to play on the NES. So if you are looking for an NES sports game, pick up one of these. So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification. That way you know when I post more videos, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And one more time, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. I have so much fun putting these videos together and delivering them to you and entertaining you. So if you like this, go ahead, make sure you like this video and comment down below and let me know. Also, I want to say if you're going out, be safe, practice social distancing, wash your hands, wear a face mask, stay home when you can. All that stuff, not to be political, but to just make sure you and your family are safe and everything like that. So I want to say one more time, thank you so much for watching and make sure you have a good day.